there, welcome back to my bathroom, and today I am going to go over the makeup stuff that I do on a daily basis. So if I'm just having a day, I'm just going to the gym, I usually don't wear anything on my face, but if I'm going to work, interviews, auditions, anything like that, I usually do the same kind of makeup face routine. Sure. If I'm going out, I probably do a little bit darker eyeshadow. I do some eyeliner, contouring, highlighting, and I'll save that all for another video. I'm just going to show you what I do on a daily basis when I'm going out to adult. All right, like the robe again? Yeah. Okay. So I put my makeup on with a sponge. Some people use brushes. Then you gotta like clean them. I like using a sponge because I know that it's clean, comes right out of the bag, apply it right to my face, and I don't have to worry about any bacteria in brushes. Because like I had mentioned before in my morning routine, when I'm doing my cleansing, I'm very sensitive, so I tend to break out really easily. So I like using clean items. So I already did my prep. I'm already moisturized. I already have my primers. We went over that in the other video. Now I'm using my foundation. So I use this Almay. It's kind of, it has a salicylic acid to it, so keeps me clear. It's non-comedogenic. Like, I just really like this for everyday wear. Now if I know I'm going to set, then I tend to use actually I had a friend of mine, a makeup artist, tell me about, she used it on me and we really liked it. The MAC Studio Fix fluid. It has SPF in it as well, and so does, I believe, no, this doesn't, but my lotion has SPF in it. Like I said, if I go out into the sun, I use a higher one. And again, if you have trouble like kind of matching, I recommend going to an Ulta or Sephora, and then they can match the color to your skin. I'll tell you which one to get, but this is really good if I'm going to be on set or have a photo shoot, the MAC, so I like it. But for today, we're just going to use the everyday Almay, and then I kind of do the wipe dab motion, kind of getting into those pores there. I go down onto my neck, so there's not like a color difference, because this is a little bit darker than what I am normally. Go around the eyes, around the nose, around the mouth, and I kind of just get up close and personal and make sure that's all kind of even and blended. All right. Once that's done, I use Laura Mercier. It's a camouflage. I use SC3. That kind of works really well for me. Open up. It's got two different colors. I go back and forth. So I get some of that on my finger, and then I get under those eyes. Like I said, this is everyday wear. Now, if I'm going out at night, I have this other pen that does highlighting and cover. So I'll do the cover around the eyes, and then I'll do the highlighting in the corners. And then I also have a palette that does contouring and highlighting. I'll show you that in the next video. So yeah, just check the mirror, make sure I'm all covered. Now I also use this for touch-ups. So I broke out a little bit on my forehead and my chin, as we ladies do sometimes around that time of the month. So I just go over gently with my little brush and get those spots. Now I'm working really fast here. I do this every day, so I just recommend until you get to something, your routine down pat, to go slow, make sure you cover all your bases, then go. What do I know? I'm not a makeup artist, but you know, we all have our routines, so I can go really fast because I do this all the time. I know where my blemish parts are, my parts that need covered. I have this weird discoloration right here by the mouth. power that right up. Boom. Okay. Then, sometimes I go back and forth. Either I'll do my blush and then powder, or I'll powder and do my blush. Today, I'm going to, I'm feeling like a blush and then a powder. So, I have my little blush brush. And then I use e.l.f.'s palette. This is what I've been using lately. It does have some, gosh, I'm blanking on the name. Anyways, the stuff that you contour with makes it darker, but I use the blushes and I actually go between the two. And I smile so I know where my cheeks are. And then I do like a circular motion. I like to hit high on my cheekbones, like up here. And then circular motion. And I do the other side. Hit that high cheekbone if I have to go over that darker spot that I tend to cover up. And then depending, you know, sometimes I just leave it in the front. I told you I'm pretty sensitive, so if I start getting in here too much, I'll start breaking out. But the rule of thumb is you get where those bones go. And like on the weekends, if I'm going out, I definitely get in there, especially with the contouring darker part that we don't have a name for yet. It's just funny. Okay, and then I get my Almay powder. I love Almay products because I know they're non-comedogenic. Get some powder on there, and then I powder my nose, powder under my eyes. It's more like a setting kind of thing and like no shine kind of thing, and I hit my T-zone. Voila. After that, I get my shadows. So I do a light shimmer, pinky shimmer on the lid. I do this with my fingers because they're clean. Always make sure you wash your hands before you get started on your makeup. You're not touching anything that has bacteria or germs on it, so you don't want to put that on your face. Then I go, I'll show you the palette. I go a little bit darker here, and then I hit in the crease. Some people do the crease part and the all over the eye first and then do the shimmer. I do it this way, but if I'm going out on the weekends and I went darker all over the lid, then I'll hit the shimmer on top. Again, I will go over that in the next video when I'm glamming up. Perfect. Then I do my brows. So, in one of the previous videos, I told you how obsessed I am with my brows. So I recently just went and got them done by this guy Angel at Sublime Eyes, and he did an amazing job. And then I bought this really, really thin pen. It is from L'Oreal. Really thin. I like it thinner. It just looks more natural. So I'll give them a little brush, upward motion out. Upward motion out, and then I will go ahead and fill in. And not too much. And they say that like keep it like lighter here and then go darker towards the outside, so I need my mirror for this. I'll try and help you. Okay. And once you find a good guy or lady who does your brows, stick with them. That way you don't have to like start over every time you find somebody new and tell them what you want and then lose hair if they don't do it how you like it. So I'll definitely be going back to Mr. Angel because he was just so fabulous. Then once I got my color, then I brush in. And the whole point of this brush is also to blend, just make it look super natural. Some people put, and actually I'm due to find one. I thought I had one, I don't after I got these brows done. It's kind of like a gel thing that you brush over the eyes so they don't, over the brows so they don't like move. So I gotta get one of those. Cool. I could be here all day literally doing brows, so I gotta make sure they're just kind of where I want them. I'll go over, if there's parts that look too dark, I'll go over them with like a Q-tip to kind of like tone down the color. Sometimes my brows could be so unruly, just like my lashes. Voila. If there's parts that kind of look like sparse, I also have this Dark Perfect Brow, and it's just a powder, so sometimes I'll like hit those ends. Like this part tends to get a little weird. I'll just hit those ends to kind of secure the look that I'm going for. Then I will take my makeup and I'll go over the brow, the bone more so, not really over the hair, right? So any color that got on the skin, take it away. Then I highlight underneath my brows, back to my shadow palette, right? And I hit under the brow bone and kind of blend the ends. And I'll go in the corners for that highlight look that I was telling you about. With this little brush too, I take my Almay powder again. My makeup tends to sit underneath my wrinkles, underneath my eyes. So like I will literally dab just for extra setting, I guess you could say. And I'm not going to do this part because it's going to take me a little bit. I just use Mabeline's eyelash, mascara, and I usually just stick with this brand. I'll bounce around. I got like literally all different kinds, but once you find one that you really like, I recommend again sticking with it. This is what I use. So yeah, that's pretty much the everyday look. If I want to kind of define the mouth, I have a lip liner that I'll use too, and I'll just literally my line. Sometimes like the look of it can make it like more pouty than regular. Just a little lip liner could go a long way. Then I take a little Vaseline, put it all over, make sure it all blends so it doesn't, see what I mean? Because it'll shine. Then I'll do like a little gloss over top of that. So yeah, I will take a picture of the end look after my mascara because that's going to take a little bit long, and then I will take a picture of like all the products that I use. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, let me know. Thank you so much for watching. Bye. Boom, and that's what it looks like. Clean up pretty nice, huh? So yes, it's called bronzer. Okay, I don't know why. Went out of my brain for a second, but yes, it's bronzer. So yeah, that's the finished look, and now I'm gonna go get dressed.